Can you see my screen? Let me know if you can see my screen, please.
Yes.
All right. So some people are replying on Discord. Okay, Eric from Lagos, Nigeria. All right. Once again, I want to welcome every one of us to the Web Development Bootcamp. This is was actually put together by Unlimited Code. Unlimited Code is a platform that helps people to upscale, right? So to upscale and to learn about technology, basically web development, mobile development, um, different aspects of technology actually. So, but this bootcamp is the first version that we'll be putting out, which is for web development. We're looking at developing full stack application on the web. So again, the bootcamp starts today, 2 p.m. Central Time, which is 8 p.m. West African Time. So it's going to run every Saturday for 12 Saturdays, actually. Um, that's me. My name is Cletus Ajibade. In case you are just joining us for the first time, I'm a software engineer based here in the US. I've been in the industry for like, I think close to 20 years or so, because I started coding 2005. I've been in the industry since 2005. I had the opportunity of working in tech back home in Nigeria, and then I was also privileged to co-found a startup back home in Nigeria, and of course, it's been awesome. We thank God for where we are today. So we've put together this boot camp to kind of um, help us again to upskill, to help those who are trying to transition from one career to the next, those who are changing from different careers to tech, for example, and those who are actually beginners and a little bit of intermediate developers as well. But the main focus of this bootcamp is to target those who are new to coding, of course, a little bit of those or lessons for those who are already intermediates. So, and I believe that as we all tune in, we're going to get the best from this. My goal is for us to be able to go out and do great things, build applications, build websites, build products that scale. We've heard of different platforms out there back in Nigeria, even here in the US, that are built by young people like us. So we can do the same thing. So that is the goal for putting up this bootcamp. So a few housekeeping items before we start. Again, the duration is going to be 12 weeks, beginning from today. The live classes will run every Saturday, 2 to 4 p.m. Central Time, 8 to 10 p.m. West African Time. So if you are in a different region, those in the UK, those in Finland, those in different parts of the world, kindly adjust that to your time zone. It is 2 p.m. because I saw on the Discord channel, a lot of people were asking that they were trying to log in and the Zoom was not allowing them to log in. So it is 2 p.m. Central Time for those in the US here, and then 8 to 10 p.m. West African time for people in West Africa. So please let's take note of that. So what is the time commitment for this boot camp? So I'm estimating 10 to 15 hours per week, right? So again, we'll be having these live classes just 2 hours every Saturday. Definitely this is not enough, right? For you to really grow and develop as a software engineer or as a web developer, you have to spend more time, right? You have to spend more time to nurture yourself, to learn, to grow. And that is why we have a community. The community is for us to kind of interact and collaborate, right? So when you meet people of like minds, you can share ideas. You're not going there to just go and dump your source code and say, hey, please, somebody help me figure this out. No, you are going there to learn, to grow, after you've Googled, you've searched. In fact, software engineering is about being able to really look for solutions online, like the ability to search and Google and compare and extract. So you must form that habit of being able to solve problems by yourself. But if you're not able to do so, then you can now come to the community and say, hey, I'm trying to solve this. Can somebody help me? Or or this line of code is giving me this issue. What should I do? So you're not bringing all your source code to the community for somebody to help you fix your bugs. No, that is not the intent of having a community. And we'll still talk about that as we look at these housekeeping items. I've mentioned the Discord community. So once you get to the Discord channel or community, you are going to see three, for now, we're having three channels. So we have the general channel, we have the coding, we have jobs as well. So once you land, I believe you're going to land on the general channel. So do well to join the coding channel as well. Do well to also join the jobs channel. So any question you have, about opportunities, general posts, ideas, because this is a community, right? So as you are researching and working, you're also coming across different ideas that you would want to share with the community. So you come to the general channel to do that. Then coding related questions. If you have questions around coding, like I mentioned the other time, you're finding it difficult to solve a particular problem because we're going to have assignments, and projects. So once you start experiencing challenges, it is normal, especially for beginners. It's going to take a while, some time for you to ramp up and start, really coding seriously. So once you have challenges, come to the coding channel to collaborate with others, reach out, share ideas with others as well. Then for the jobs channel, it is open to everybody again. If there are opportunities, there are internships you find somewhere, there is a link somebody shared with you, and I think somebody in this community would benefit. So please make sure to post that on the jobs channel. Make sure to do that. So please feel free to share those opportunities. And as I also get some, and the goal again is to be able to work with businesses and companies back home in Nigeria and also here in the US. So our goal is to be able to kind of link you up with businesses and startups back home in Nigeria who are interested in hiring junior developers, mid-level developers. So that's the goal at the end of the day. So please make sure to join the jobs channel as well. So assessments. So like I said, we're going to be having weekly assessments. There's going to be a mid-term project. So please take this very, very seriously. This is, yes, sometimes something free, they will say, there's nothing to lose, it is free, I will just know. That's not the goal. Some people are actually putting the effort, putting work to make sure that this platform is developed, this platform is established. Some people are putting their own resources because there's going to be prizes as well. So we're going to have prizes and gifts as well. So people are putting their resources to kind of encourage us to pursue and to go after this goal. So we'll be having weekly assignments. Make sure to put in the time. Like I said, invest around 10 to 15 hours. That's like 2 to 3 hours per day if you consider a 5 day work week, right? So that means maybe your weekends you just want to relax. On Sunday you have to go to church or go to mosque, but if you work Monday to Friday and you put in 10 to 15 hours, that's roughly 2 hours or 2 to 3 hours per day. So please make sure to be up and doing, work on the assignments. Like I said, so week 6, we'll be having a midterm project. Midterm project. So we'll announce what the project is going to be at the end of the day so that we can start working on that. And trust me, everything that you are going to do in the project will be based on the prior training. So which means all the classes from week 1 to week 6 will be what you would need to work on the midterm project. And then from week 1 to week 12 is what you're going to need to work on your final project. Like I said, we're going to have gifts and prizes for participants as well. So the bootcamp will conclude with a prize based on the results from the assessment. So that's why we have to be serious from week 1 to week 12. It's just like when, in our campuses in school, you don't just arrive at your final grade by the final exam. It's as a result of your continuous assessment. So your assignments, your tests, your homework, all that together gives you maybe your 95A in that particular course. So the same thing here. All your assessments, your midterm project, and the final project will be put together to determine how to give out those gifts. So now this is how we're going to categorize those gifts. Hope you can see my screen. So we're having regional prize categories. Regional prize categories. So we have Africa prize, we have North America prize, we have others. So others, once you are not in Africa, you are not in North America, put yourself in this group. So put yourself in this group. Those in the UK, those in Europe generally, those in Australia, because I saw some people from Australia, those in the UK as well. So you are in this category, right? Then those in North America, like mainly Canada and the US, you are in this North America group. And then my people from Africa, Nigeria, I think there are people from Kenya as well. So there's going to be a prize for that. And what is the price? Like I said, this is a free boot camp. Nobody signed up, or nobody paid rather, to join this boot camp. So people have put in their resources to also make sure that they encourage us to really do well in this field. Tech is booming. Tech is like, this is the time to really learn tech. So if you are just joining, if you are just coming into tech, this is the perfect time. You've heard of ChatGPT and all the AI tools out there. So in fact, tech is even becoming very, very easy. It's becoming easier, and we'll be talking about that in one of our classes too, how to use ChatGPT and different tools to kind of help you as you go along in coding. So back to this. Now, what is the price? So that's what I'm trying to establish here. The price is a gift card or a cash prize worth $200. So if you're in Nigeria, and you feel, oh, $200 is something, yeah, so work towards that. So again, North America prize. That means somebody from North America, one person from North America is going to be winning $200 gift card or cash prize. One person from Africa is going to be winning a gift card or cash prize of $200, and somebody from any other part of the world will be winning another $200 as a gift. So please, like I said, people have they've supported this initiative. So please, let's make sure we put in our best to having a nice time in this bootcamp. So how do you submit your projects? How do we determine who wins the prize, who's going to win? So this is about that. So in submitting your projects, we're going to be making use of GitHub. I said GitHub is a platform for sharing your source code, putting your source code in the cloud, where you can collaborate with others. For example, in fact, it's even a nice place. It's a great place for you to share your project, so that recruiters can kind of see what you do or what we are doing. For example, at the end of this boot camp, it's good to have a portfolio of projects that you've worked on GitHub that you can showcase to others. So if somebody's looking for for an intern, for example, or an entry-level developer, they can easily go to, in fact, they usually go to GitHub and search, look for people. There are several times that I've received emails from recruiters who discovered me from GitHub as a result of the content I'm putting out there. So GitHub, we're going to be doing that. So you're going to create a private repo on GitHub. So now the reason why it's private is that you don't want to release the code to the to the public yet. Remember we said there's going to be a prize, right, for people. So if you put it in the public, somebody can just go and download your code or fork your code or then transform it and make it there. So for now, let's make it private. Create a private GitHub repo. Don't worry, we're going to talk about that, if not in this class, in our next class, how to use GitHub, and how to use Git as well. So yeah, once you create a private repo, you can later on change it to a public repo. Like I said, it's good to have a public repo. Even though private repo is very good, recruiters will not see what you have in your private repo. Yeah, private repo is good for personal project. If you're working on an idea, you want to have a startup, you're building something proprietary, you are building something, for business, and you don't want the source code to be out there. So that's why you make it a private repo. But at the end of this bootcamp, change it to a public repo so that recruiters, business owners can see what you've done. Yes, again, we'll learn how to use VCS. VCS stands for version control system. There are different types. So Git, there's Mercurial, there's Subversion and all that. So, but I think the most popular one is Git. So we'll learn how to use Git and as well as GitHub. So GitHub is a place where you can put your code and all that. So there are other types, there is Bitbucket, there is GitLab, and all that. But we'll be using GitHub in this bootcamp.